Today, we're going to talk about measuring your effort. And one of the biggest challenges is finding that effort that works for you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tom Brush, and this is Bob Graham, and this is today's Antidote. Are you feeling boxed in, frustrated? Do you feel paralyzed? Do things look hopeless? Join us in our Ring of Renegades Facebook group where leaders help you find another way to inspire you to achieve it. Woo! I got to work on that, Bob. My introduction was
looks easier than it is, doesn't it, Tom?
Yeah, it does. I got to work on my getting all of my technical stuff going while we do this. Well, anyhow, welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk a little bit about. We've been talking all week about measuring our effort, and today what we really want to focus on and talk a little bit about is how you find the way that works for you. And Bob and I were having this discussion, yesterday a little bit about, you set your goals and how do you evaluate them and measure them. And through that conversation, I think Bob had a discovery that we thought would be helpful to talk about today. So Bob, do you want to share a little bit more about that?
Sure. First of all, Tom, thank you for proving how difficult some of this actually is. The technology part's sometimes easier than the talking part, I find. And I think I demonstrate that morning after morning after morning.
That's what I get for trying to read something and make sure it's consistent.
It's an art, isn't it?
It is.
So I think my discovery, and if you recall, we were having this discussion in our Wayfinders group, just talking through what we were going to talk about today. And I started to talk to you about all the different systems I've used. I'm going to tell you I thought yesterday was about 12. I did some research last night, and it's probably closer to 20, and you're going to love this. Last night, late, I bought yet another one. I don't even remember what it's called. It was a system for $7, all the tools to manage your time with helpful videos, of sound stuff. They had this one-page form that did 4 days of planning, and it had your task. It was really cool for $7. It's like, if I can plan my life with $7, I'm in.
This sounds like a bot. Sounds like a shiny object that you are looking at. Let's go back to what we talked about yesterday, because I thought yesterday you had
this under control
solution.
I think it points to the issue, which is what I was looking for when I bought that yesterday was more clarity about how to accomplish the things I need to accomplish and measure results, to check the boxes. And the reality is I bought that system for $7 in the hope that it would be the silver bullet, the magic pill, the everything I need. Because any day I don't achieve what I want to achieve, something's wrong.
Why?
Exactly. But believe me, the marketing that these organizations use to get me to buy these is all about you can achieve your goals. You can be perfect. This super system. I've used this system for the last 5 years, and I've achieved greater results than anything else. I'm telling you, we did a poll, and there are people out there in this group. There are people all around going, yeah, I totally know what this guy's talking about. I've been there. I've done that. The thing is, I'm looking for the perfect solution from all of these, and they're not going to work as the perfect solution. I've got to create the system that works for me. And as we talked yesterday, the idea of 1 week goals for me does not appeal, as we talked through it yesterday, as much as the day-to-day goals, because I like to have fluidity and flexibility. So for instance, last night I couldn't sleep and I started writing a book. I've been talking about writing this book for the last 3 months. I finally got motivated. Now I'm trying to build in time to my day today. We have our power hour in the Ring of Renegades this afternoon. I'm going to use that hour, if I get through all my other stuff, to work on the book. That wasn't even on the plate 3 days ago.
Right. Well, so it was interesting, I thought, our conversation, because what we, I think, discovered is that for you, it wasn't weekly goals.
Right.
That it was weekly tasks that you had, things that you had to get done. And it was almost like, okay, if I get through the weekend, I know I have to do these, and they get done, that's okay. When you do them, That's the next piece. So what was your potential solution, until you went chasing some other shiny object, to how you were going to attack your day?
Before, can I read some of these comments? Because we've got some great comments.
Sure.
We need to get you guys a professional pre-recorded intro with some music. I'm going to guess that Wally's in that field.
No, I think he just knows enough about it. He sent a song to me the other day that I will say, Wally, we did look into that, and Bob shared some challenges with using
copyrighted
music.
Thank you for that, Wally. Yeah, it was great. It was a perfect fit. We are looking at it, though.
Yes.
I see some good mornings, and then I see someone said, I spent so much time learning how to manage my time that I've lost so much time learning how to manage my time that I finally realized I need to manage my time better. That might be the best quote ever.
That is that I don't know how long it took Tim to pull that together, but it's very, very good.
I almost want to read it again. It's
Go ahead.
Thank you. I spent so much time learning how to manage my time that I've lost so much time learning how to manage my time that I finally realized I need to manage my time better.
It's an amazing quote. I love it.
I've literally, Tom, in my life, thousands and thousands of quotes. That's up there in the top 5.
And who hasn't done that? I mean, I don't know. I feel like every year I have a new system. You know, is it this planner? Is it this planner? Is it on my phone? But it's not on my phone. It's not on my. I think we all go through that. Like, how do I figure out what works? So talk to me about what you came up with yesterday, because I think we realized this works for you.
Yes, and I want to say one more quote or comment. Alicia says that's called Maction, massive action. I like that. That's nice. I need Maction every day, and I'm not getting there, but hopefully this will work. So what I realized yesterday in our discussion was coming up with 3 things that I can do today, and really being committed to those, and not thinking down the road, big picture, but the 3 things. So one of them today is just, I've got to get my taxes done. There's one missing piece of that puzzle. It's been hanging over my head for 3 months, 6 months. I need to get it done. It's on the list for today because I need to clear it by the end of this week because my tax person needs time to do his work. So the other thing is I have clients and there are things that they need. And we didn't even talk about that yesterday. The people who work with clients, you know, I have my goals, then I have my silly clients' goals. And I joke about that. Of course, clients' goals are what make me able to do what I do. And because there are clients who might listen, I'm not making them subservient. I'm just saying there's almost 2 lists. What do you do for clients? What do you need to do for yourself? And I don't know a system that can manage that because you don't always know what you need for your clients.
Right.
And there's a fluidity. Sorry.
No, and you don't know when it's going to pop up. You know, that's one of the things I struggle with sometimes. It's like, I've got all these other things I want to do. And they're like, oh yeah, I got to do this work to make sure that my clients get to where they want to be. One of the other things you talked about yesterday, which I loved, was.
I'm glad you remember.
This is what I do. I talk to people all the time about, you know, being supportive of organizations, and I have to remember that stuff. You talked about the beauty was when you completed those 3 things, it allowed you to chase the shiny objects, to go and do something that popped up that wasn't part of the plan, which to me was an agreement with yourself that freed you up, that you weren't stressed about, oh, I still have those 5 things at the end of the week that are my goals and I have to get them done, that I could really focus on something else, the things that you actually enjoyed. And I think that's what it comes back to, is you are clearing the way of the things you have to do and maybe don't enjoy as much to get to what you really like to do, which is go off and figure other things out, right? Work on a book, do some other things. Work on a book.
There's no doubt that what we discussed today led me to get to work on the book because I got the 3 things done yesterday. And once I get those 3 things done, if I can do that by 9:30, I'm having a great day. If it's 1:30, it's a great day because often it's 6 p.m. and the 80-item to-do list with whatever system of the week is just staring me in the face, frustrating me.
Yeah.
Alicia says, have you guys read Existentialism? I realize it's less about managing my time and more about making decisions to say yes to things that only support my purpose. Cleared so much mind space for me when I realized that.
What was that title again?
Did I say I'm sorry. Essentialism.
Oh, like existentialism.
I'm so sorry, Alicia.
How are we going there? I know that was just funny that I had to bring it in. But
yes,
I think that
I'm so sorry.
I think her point is well made. That, and I was talking to somebody yesterday. I said sometimes I struggle to have my mind, to clear my mind, to think about what really should I be doing. And somebody said to me, "Do you ever just do a mind dump and write it all down?" And I'm like, you know what? My mind doesn't always work that way. I clear my head like when I drive, as I know we've talked about before. So I think that it's one of those things that that I think you just have to figure out what works for you. So Bob, I'm going to ask you today, I'm going to turn the tables. What is that one thing that you are going to offer as today's antidote?
Don't be so focused on getting that list done. Be more focused on doing the things in your heart that make sense to drive whatever you're trying to achieve. Because when my heart leads my list becomes very easy to follow. When I get in my head and go, well, you got to do this, you got to make 14 connection calls in a day and all that, it gets very difficult.
Yeah, I love that, because I think it goes along with what I was saying. Is I think if you get done the things that you don't really enjoy doing, either you get them off your plate and give them to somebody else, or you get them done, now you can feel better about those things that you really enjoy doing that are likely probably going to move your business forward. So with that, somebody's headed to Florida. Who's headed? John Hansen's headed to Florida. Look at that guy, lucky guy.
You know why?
He's got a new boat.
Not a boat, dude. It's a yacht.
So we've got
to get a trip out there. I want to do a live broadcast from John's yacht. That's on my to-do list.
Put that on the bucket list. All right, everyone. We hope that you have a great day. We hope you get those couple of things done that you have to get done. And we will see you again tomorrow here inside today's Antidote. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye-bye. Hey, if you're struggling to figure out this time management task list, getting things done thing, join the Renegade Wayfinders, where we help leaders take powerful action and overcome the obstacles standing in their way. That's right, the Renegade Wayfinders. Go to renegadewayfinders.com. We'll see you there.